Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Coming up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we don't like to throw around the word dynasty loosely, but for the Chiefs, it applies. I mean, they're looking. Title now in 5 years.
And with the way this league is configured now, it absolutely applies. I think you're totally on target. Remember, they lost a Super Bowl in there too. So to be back for the fourth time in 5 years in today's NFL, that's pretty incredible.
Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they're trying to pay off what only 3 teams have done before. Go from Super Bowl losers to Super Bowl champions.
Last team to do that, the Patriots, Super Bowl 52 and 53. Before that, you've got to go back to the Dolphins in Super Bowls 5 and 6, and the Cowboys in Super Bowls 4 and 5.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right to the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible to something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Now Mahomes will be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. And Charles, they just handed them a gift. Going for it there, that spot of the field inside the 24.
Yeah, sometimes you think you get plenty of time in a game, so you take a little bit of a crazy risk. This goes in a category of a crazy risk. Yeah, I'm giving you 3 on that one. But how about on the defensive side of the ball? To see them come down, why they decide to go for it there? You figure there's no way we're giving this one up. We're going to turn the ball over for offense and get some points out of it.
And they did the first part of that. Now they'll be looking to add those points with great field. Touchdown, Eagles! Greg Calcaterra from 10 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that. That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the ball.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. We're going to gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put your offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And again, it's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Joey Fenton, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Flexing his muscle at the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down.
He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. DeAndre Swift, touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 69 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're
left sideline a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Chiefs first down. I do believe, yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
First down, they go to Swift again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open lane, that's Devontae Smith. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and working at the 5. Play action. Here's Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Touchdown. Devontae Smith finally receiving in from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles will add to their first quarter lead here in the Super Bowl. Hurts will throw. And he is into the end zone for 2 more as the lead moves up to 16. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strengths.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And we go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz it, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play.
That brings us to the end of one at Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. Plenty of scoring here already. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the big fella. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
Come back to the good old days. Those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 3. He will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the action. Nowhere to go. He lost the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up.
And God's good. Touchdown Eagles. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they got 2 for 2.
And now here comes Kansas City. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Now Mahomes on the bootleg, steps away. Looking for Brian finding him once again. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A give right side for Pacheco. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stepped out behind the scrimmage.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Eagles are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
It'll buy some time right. That's into the hands of Fulton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start. kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Great stop by Darius Slay to back up the offense.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the reason.
Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 33 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play call. Whether you're on blitz or whether you're on throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another throw and 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, help enforce that incompletion.
Mahomes going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him, it leads to an incompletion as we just saw there. That's winning football.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mahomes to throw once more. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Rashee Rice, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. On first down, Hurts. Flush to his right. There's a Smith to the right. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line's been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Hurts throw here into the hands of Jones. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. They'll throw now on the final play. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. The fades are tough because you need a perfectly placed pass. They got one there.
That they did. Now, I used to have a former partner I worked with who hated the fade pass. Where do you stand on it?
I do not like it because you're going into a corner. You don't have any room. What do you think? You're the analyst.
I love it when they complete it, then it's a hit.
Yeah, well, that's not very gutsy.
Yeah, it really is.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way... slow down now because the first half certainly went their way, and I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan, but you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on, so plenty can still happen.
They go play action with Hurts. This is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose. Get him up sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, their second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for two here, he says. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now Mahomes being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. It's caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half. And oh, it's wide right. No good. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. I don't know many coaches that would have the guts, the nerve to do this in the Super Bowl, but they did it, and it paid off.
Well, if you were a head coach, you would have done it. I know you. You have that type of nerve, similar to Sean Payton in Super Bowl 44
that's right.
in New Orleans. And
this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result,
down the numbers. There he goes. Now he's into the clear again. He's on his way. Touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles are an extra point away from going up by 40. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside. The big play there for Philly. 53 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Hurts there, he'll take it in as he's able to find Goddard. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, bro, that's a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now here's Mahomes. Throw that song completion to Rice. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They go play action. Now Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, he's got a man to play. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's caught by Rice for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Chiefs are able to at least get one score back. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Hurts. He's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well. Play action. Here's Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. Michael Dana just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. At this juncture, CD, you normally see teams back in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. On first down, Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. 2nd down, here's Hurts. Carrying it out deep for Smith. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. They return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Darius Slay with a pick. Down the set. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Well, what is... 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go on EA Sports. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
You know, the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. The first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
After the interception, here's Goff. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. Once more, Montgomery. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson about ready to take over once more. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. We'll look to snap that streak here as they start first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's second down. Jackson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Charles Harris drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like
like him, you've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Open man right side of St. Brown. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 and 4 before he's out of bounds. Second and goal from inside the 5. He'll go right back to St. Brown. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Gibbs. It's in for a Lions touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
Would it move down from 3 to 2? You would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. It's Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Now Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that would go right up incomplete. Nearly. The end zone probably should have been. Third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down there. A sack back in the 32. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now a first down throw. Gone. That one let go deep for Laporta. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On 1st and 10. Gone. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this past the 20-yard line. So this defense come up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat, but a first down.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a first down.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Gibbs. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Throwing is Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Lions will take over. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going on.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, it's gone. He's got this to Williams complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now gone. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus. Already in and took it away.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked it up.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, look at the defense. They can be prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. McGough and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and it bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out. For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Now it's timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Badgley's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. 3rd quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team,
it's caught inside the 25. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here, trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Goff on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. And the Ravens taking the field. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So, you know, the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the middle, here's Mitchell. That's a nifty running here, so take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I just love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you put like an incomplete pass. It's almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Jackson. They'll get it inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
What we have here is a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the form. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Jackson will throw again. And my goodness, another interception. And the Lions are going to get the football back. It's time to run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. After the interception, here's Glenn. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders break over.
And nothing doing here is this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time this play. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this year.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson now.